Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Galar Cup and let's try to get some wins. Alright, so we're going to be using the Clefable paired with the Drifblim and the Diggersby in the back. Our opponent here does have the regular Alolan Ninetales. We're going to be able to fire off a super effective Meter Mash here. They do recognize the Meter Mash, so they do shield first here. Interesting. We are going to be able to let this first one go. Weather Ball does get used. We're going to shield here because we're going to be able to get to another Meter Mash and they're going to be able to... Okay, they actually switch out and don't allow us to get there. We're going to go for this Moon Blast and this is going to do some good neutral damage. We are basically forcing them to use some energy at some point here. We are going to be able to reach another Meter Mash. This is going to get the shield or it's going to get the KO. So we do grab two shields anyways. We're going to go into the Diggersby, I believe, to force them to use some energy. Now they know that they only could throw Icy Wind if they have it. They go for the Icy Wind. There you go. And we know that they had a good amount of energy, so we're waiting for them to use another Icy Wind. There's the second Icy Wind. Their energy dry. We're going to switch out into the Drifblim. We do get the farm down, so we have energy advantage versus this Ninetales. Our opponent does reach a move and they dip out, I believe. We're going to fire off the Icy Wind here, and let's see what moveset they're running. If they're running Water Pulse, they have a chance. If they're running Earth Power, we resist all the moves. Moment of truth. Okay, Earth Power is revealed. We do resist that. We're going to go for this Icy Wind Undercharge here. Okay, good Undercharge. We're going to try to get two more Astonish. Okay, perfect. And now we have a move available versus this Ninetales. We do have a shield. We do shield the Weather Ball. So that was a great farm down by us. We're going to fire off this Shadow Ball and get it low enough that we can switch out into the Diggersby and get the farm down. So GG's to our opponent, able to wiggle out of that situation in the end game. But luckily, we did have the Drifblim onto their Gastrodon, which is a really, really good situation for us. All right, next game. Let's see what we find here. We got the amazing core of amazing core of the Clefable and the Diggersby. Here we're going to see the Wheezing, same situation, another fairy type, so we're going to fire off this Meter Mash. It does go through super effective damage. Now our opponent here is going to have to throw a move. We're going to shield the first one, ends up being the player up. Okay, they switch out into the Drifblim. Drifblim here does have the shield advantage, so we're going to force some energy. Okay, we do get the Meter Mash bait, and then we're going to go for this Moon Blast here. Do they double shield? No double shield, and we are able to take out their Drifblim, so that was a nice play by us. They are going to go back in with their Wheezing. We try to get the farm down, but unfortunately we have to tank a Brutal Swing. But nonetheless, we're going to be able to see the backline with a little bit of energy advantage. We're going to fire off this Icy Wind as soon as we have it because we're going to pressure them. We know that they're going to have to throw a move here. We're going to shield because they did build up to a Thunder energy, but you can see the shield is going to allow us to get to another Icy Wind. This is going to get the shield and the debuff. So that's a great situation for us, and now they know their fate. So GG's to our opponent. They're able to win that game with the Drifblim. Luckily, they used their Drifblim early, and we were able to take it down while we had the Drifblim lurking in the back. All right, we got the Clefable versus this Gastrodon here. We're going to stay in for now, as we don't necessarily have the right alignment. We are definitely going to go for this Moon Blast. We do try to catch a move. Okay, no catch, unfortunately. They did have the Ninetales lurking in the back ready. This is going to be tricky because we unfortunately have to let that energy go against our Drifblim. We're going to go for this Shadow Ball here. It does grab a shield, so we do get a shield at least. Our opponent does have a lot of energy though, so we're going to have to come back in with the Clefable. Clefable here is going to try to reach a Meter Mash, but they're going to be able to throw a move right before we get to it. Dazzling Gleam does get revealed, and that's the play that they needed. So down goes our Clefable. We're going to have to win this game with our Diggersby now. Do we have enough energy? Okay, so our opponent does switch into their Gastrodon. We're going to have to fire off this Scorching Sand. It does grab a shield. Okay, so do they run Water Pulse? No Water Pulse. Earth Power does get revealed. They have a lot of energy, so we are going to have to let this one go, because our only chance to get the farm down and fire off all these moves towards the backline. Ninetales does come back in here. We're going to fire off this Scorching Sand, take it out, and what do we see in the back? Oh, ends up being the Toxapex. Interesting. So Scorching Sand, we need a debuff. Unfortunately, no debuff. We still needed like 2 more Scorching Sands though, so that was going to be a tough game to win. Yeah, that was a tough call. In hindsight, we should have shielded versus their Gastrodon when they revealed Earth Power, but next game we got the Clefable versus the Shadow Alolan Ninetales. We're going to fire off this meter map. This is going to get the shield or it's going to get the KO. They do decide to shield. Our opponent here does elect to go for a move here. We're going to allow it to go through. Weather Ball does get to Roam, and they are going to be able to get to another Weather Ball because they baited. But you can see right here, we're going to be patient. They switch on the Quagsire. We have the Drifblim for this situation. We're going to let the first one go. We survived the Stone Edge. And now we're going to either get a shield or it's going to get the KO, I think. It is a Shadow. Okay, so they do invest the shield. And now we got to think about how we're going to beat their entire backline. We're going to go into this Diggersby right here. And let's see what they end up throwing. Aqua Tail does get revealed. That's fine. They're going to have a lot of energy though, so we got to be careful. They're going to throw another Aqua Tail, and we're going to fire off this Scorching Sand immediately. This is going to take out this Quagsire, and let's see what they have in the back. Oh, Ninetales decided to come back in. We're going to combo play into the Clefable. We already have a meter mash. It's going to take it out, and ooh, good news for us to end up having the Mandibuzz, which the Clefable is going to be able to win. So GG's to our opponents. We had kind of a good core breaker against their backline with that Mandibuzz, and the Ninetales kind of weak to our Clefable running Meteor Mash. So Meteor Mash coming in clutch a lot of times, threatening some shields and threatening a lot of KOs right now. Hopefully it continues. Oh, a little bit of a reset there, but it's okay. So yeah, we got the Clefable, kind of my MVP right now, but obviously has terrible matchups against poison types. Here we go, got a good matchup. They switch them to the Weezing. We have the Diggersby for this situation, so we're looking good here. We know that they're going to have to get to at least 3 moves. There's the play rough. We're going to be able to fire off this Scorching Sand. This is going to get some damage, or it's going to get a shield. Our opponent does elect to shield it. We're going to actually let it go here because we know that we can survive it. They go for another play rough, and now we're already at another Scorching Sand. This is going to get 2 shields from our opponent. Are they going to look for the farm down? Oh, nice catch by my opponent. Able to catch the Scorching Sand onto a Mandibuzz, but now we still have a really good situation. We know that this Mandibuzz is only going to be able to throw aerial aces. There's the first aerial ace, and now we're going to fire off this Moon Blast. This is going to be super effective damage, taking it into the low red, and now we're in a good farm down opportunity. They throw another aerial ace, which is fine. They combo play into their Weezing. The Weezing here is going to throw a Brutal Swing. Okay, that's fine. Brutal Swing wouldn't have done that much damage, obviously, but we keep the Clefable pretty healthy. We see the Gastrodon in the back, and we have the Drifblim for it, and they probably cannot switch out. So GG's to our opponent. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.